Well, this is us. The moment RCB management decided to not use our team for Will Jacks. And hey, guess what? This is not only us. Thousands of other RCB fans also share the same emotions. Hey everyone, welcome to Bat Balla, and this is our IPL auction special, where we are trying to sort of analyze the teams, how they fare, how they've done in the auctions. So without wasting any time, we'll straight away jump into the RCB team, and so this is it. So Sulesh, what are your initial thoughts?
No, initial thoughts like every other fan, I was also very upset. What are they doing? Have they gone to experience Saudi tourism? What are they actually doing in that auction table in the first day? It was really frustrating to watch also. I mean, they've hardly made any buys in the first day. And a lot of good options came their way, but they didn't even raise the paddle for any of them. So I was frustrated, but I think overall, now, if you look at it, I think it's a decent squad. I know, as an RCB fan, that's difficult to digest, but I think it looks okay. That's what I feel.
Yeah. I think it was not a typical RCB auction where they
Yeah.
sort of ended up spending millions on a particular player, right? So this time around, I think they were very tactical, and we could make that out from the beginning itself. The fact that they did not go for someone like a Rishabh Pant or a Shreyas Iyer or even a KL Rahul. I mean, that means they have done their homework and they were exactly sure who to target. There were a couple of things which sort of did not go well with me. The first one was, uh, you know, the very fact that they went up to 23.5 CR for Venkatesh Iyer. The other fact is not using the R team for Will Jacks. I mean, how do you see that, the Will Jacks one?
No, I mean I don't find any logical explanation for not using the RTM. He's played well for you. He had a good season. You need a number three. You don't have a number three. And even though you say that you got Tim David back for that price, I mean, but he's not a number three, right? And
Yeah,
Rajesh Patil is
yeah.
bad at number four. Now you have to somehow slot somebody at number three, and that's not an ideal scenario. So I don't know. I just don't understand why they didn't go for Will Jacks.
Yeah, and for the Venkatesh Iyer one, I think probably they were looking for a captain in Venkatesh
Yeah.
Iyer, just like KKR, and now they were not able to sort of fetch Iyer. Now they don't have any choice, except Virat Kohli for the captaincy. I don't see any
Exactly.
any 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 other name who could be the captain of the team.
No, I mean you can't expect any of these guys and Kohli to play under them. That's not happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah.
my hypothesis over here is कि कोहली ने इनको बोला होगा कि hey, you try and find a captain, and if you're not able to find one, I'll be the captain,
Mm.
something like that.
But yeah, they just
So
made one
I
effort.
think
So I don't know what
yeah,
the
yeah,
strategy
yeah,
was.
yeah. I mean, they did not go for anyone else, right? They did
Anyone
not
else?
even
Yeah.
try for say someone like a Rishabh Pant. Completely buy the logic why the fact that they did not go for KL Rahul is understandable. You don't
Mm.
want Kohli and Rahul sort of opening the batting for
Opening the
RCB.
batting. Yeah.
I think we have discussed that enough.
Correct.
And उसके अलावा अय्यर का भी समझ में आता है. You don't need a Iyer in your middle order probably.
Hmm.
And but Pant, I think they could have gone harder for him. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, 27 crore again was too much for him. So yeah, I mean, coming back to the squad, if you sort of have a look on that, you in the batting position you got Virat Kohli, but Patidar. I think these two were the ones who were retained, and then they've
Yeah.
got Devdutt Padikkal in as a probably as a replacement or as a backup for Patidar. How do you see it?
Yeah, he is, but I'm not too comfortable, right? I mean, he has a strike rate of around 130, less than 130, and you don't want once you have a Kohli opening, you don't want one more person with a strike rate in that same range. And I wouldn't prefer
Yeah.
him to be as a first choice 11, but yeah, he's
Hmm.
there. I mean, and he was unsold for the first two rounds as well, right? I think he was sold
Yeah, I
finally
think
by
he was
RCB.
called
He was
back.
picked up finally by RCB, so not like every lot of teams are going after him. But yeah, I hope he gets some chances and he proves everybody wrong. But he won't be in the first 11 for me for sure.
Yeah. I think we'll come to the playing 11 in the end of the episode. But the other fact
Yeah.
which we can probably see here, I think they've made really smart buys with respect to their bowling specifically.
Yeah.
It is pretty clear that they desperately wanted a premier Indian fast bowler, which they got in Bhuvaneshwar, someone who can swing the ball both ways. And even a Chinna Swami, with the dew coming, I mean, with the lights coming in, and in the early couple of overs, I think Bhuvi will be more than handy, and a
Yeah.
perfect partner in Josh Hazelwood to sort of open the attack for them. I think that's a very good combination. And to be very honest, they have not really splurged on both of these players. Maybe slightly more than what they would have ideally wanted, but still not. ऐसा नहीं है कि 15-20 करोड़ खर्च कर दिए इन पे. And then
Yeah.
they've got a good backup options in Lungin Ngidi and Tushara.
Tushara, yeah.
जिनको वो काफी reasonable price में they were able to fetch, and they've also got a very good bowler, very good death bowler in Rafiq Salam. So I think the bowling, especially the fast bowling, is looking pretty much sorted. With respect to spinners, they've got Suyesh Sharma, who was pretty good with the KKR in the last couple of seasons, and they also managed to get Krunal Pandya. I think we spoke about this. Either they will go after a Pandya or a Washington Sundar. But I think I was a little surprised. I would rather go for a Sundar than Sundar. I would prefer Sundar over a Pandya. Any reason you see that why would they go for a Pandya?
I was actually looking at his record, and he has a great record at Chinnaswamy. I think his economy rate in Chinnaswamy is around 6.5, which is incredible for a spinner. So I'm clearly sure that they have done that study in terms of how economy is in the Chinnaswamy. And generally, he's a containing bowler. He's not a wicket-taking bowler, and that's sort of bowlers you want in Chinnaswamy. You have Bhuvneshwar Kumar who can take you the quick wickets. You have Hazelwood who's bowling line and length. You need somebody who can contain, and I think they found the right person, Krunal Pandya. If he comes good and how he has been performing previously as well in Chinnaswamy, I think they've got a really great buy in the spin department as well.
Interesting. And they've got pretty solid middle order in Liam Livingstone, and Jacob Bethel, who is one of the emerging players from England. Hard-hitting left-hander, someone who can bowl, come in handy as a third or a fourth pacer as well. So pretty decent middle order, and they've got a good backup in Tim David as well. One more interesting buy which happened was Jitesh Sharma. I mean, again, I think he is not. He's a keeper for sure, but I think they are seeing more as a middle order batter, right?
A finisher, middle order finisher, like a replacement to DK is what they're looking at. Yeah.
My only thing is that they are heavily relying on Kohli and Philip Salt and Patidar and as their top three, potentially top three, right?
Yeah.
Now, by any chance, if either of these guys are not in form, so for example, if someone like a Phil Salt is having a bad season to start with, or maybe if he gets injured, they don't have a backup player who can be aggressive at top of the order, do they?
No, they don't. They don't have an aggressive. So I think, Padikkal, the problem was with Padikkal is he is a good opener. At RCB, I know his strike rate wasn't good, but he scored tons of runs as an opener. And what Lucknow missed the trick is that they never let him open. I mean, he couldn't open in Lucknow. So I think if at all Padikkal is looked into, he will be looked into as an opener itself. So maybe if a Phil Salt doesn't come out, they may look at Padikkal as an opener. But again, no way comparison to what Phil Salt brings to the table in terms of strike rate. But I think Padikkal is looked at as an alternate to the opening slot.
Understood. But I think that's where the problem, probably a potential problem, which I personally see in this squad is that lack of a good foreign opening batter in case Phil Salt doesn't come out well. And this is where probably someone like a Jack could have come in really handy.
Yeah. Correct. No, and I mean, like if you look at the squad, I think what stands out to me, I mean, not stands out, I would say, but what I'm looking forward to is Bethel. I mean, I have seen him. I've seen shots of him playing shots in the 100, and I think he also scored a 22 ball 50 against the West Indies recently for England. That is some shot making. He can hit the ball hard, and if he comes good in the Chinnaswamy, there is nothing like it. So I hope RCB has unearthed a talent which will be a big player in the years to come, and I'm looking forward to watching him bat in the Chinnaswamy for sure.
Okay, last couple of questions. Who, according to you, is the best buy for RCB in this auction?
I like the fact that Bhuvi is back. I mean, Bhuvi was again in RCB in the early part of his career, and I'm happy that he's back to the Chinnaswamy. He's the best buy RCB had at the auction. What about you? What do you think was the best buy?
I think getting Livingstone at 8.75 to me is a steal deal. Someone who is like at the peak of his powers. Who can take on the bowling. Agar chase kar rahe ho, to even if say you need like 50 odd runs in the last 3 or 4 overs, you are still in the game if Livingstone is there on the wicket.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And who do you think? What did you feel that RCB missed any trick?
No, I really wish we had Will Jacks here. I mean, I know it's been discussed enough and a lot of things have been discussed about this. I don't know what deals happened between RCB and Mumbai. I don't want to speculate on that. But the way Akash Ambani came and shake the RCB management leader's hand, it was surprising, right? I mean, something has happened.
Sure. Okay, the last segment of this episode is to sort of make our possible 11 or the starting 11 along with the impact sub. So what do you think? What do you think about this, Sulish?
No, I think this is good. This is how it should be. I mean, only thing is Bethel, if it doesn't click, maybe Tim David comes in. But I think this is how RCB is. It's a solid opening reasonably good power hitting in the middle, good what do you call, controlling bowlers as well in terms of Krunal and Bhuneshwar and Hazelwood. I think it's a good
Yeah.
solid 11. What I feel.
Yeah, and someone like a Bhuvaneshwar and even Rasik, who could be
Yeah.
our impact sub, could ball in the death overs
In
as
the
well.
death
So
overs,
even
yeah.
even a Yash Dayal was pretty good, I think, in the last season with respect to death bowling.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think
Do you want to give
I
a
think
rating for this? What do you think is a good rating for the RCB squad? I think an 8.5.
yeah.
I think 8.5 is what I feel in that
Yeah,
range.
I think I would stick with 8 on 10.
Yeah.
Probably would have given them a 9 on 10 if they would have got someone like a Will Jacks. I think otherwise, I think this looks like a pretty balanced side, unlike
Yeah.
the RCBs of the past.
I mean, 8.5 just for the fact that it's an all-round squad. But yeah, good. I think overall I'm happy as a RCB fan.